All right. Well, this company, nicknamed Ottogi because of the wonderful work environment that I guess used to be there, made a little bit of a flub when it comes to the work policy, the coming to work policy, because they have decided to go a little bit hard and strict and say that you must arrive 15 minutes early to work. If you're beyond that 15 minutes early, you're actually late to work. Or I think it's 10 minutes, I'm sorry, 10 minutes early, then you're late to work. So employees, arriving 5 minutes before they actually start their shift were considered late. They were not punctual. It was like this sort of system just didn't fit well with being on time to work for some reason. Apparently, Ottogi wanted to do this to allow people to hit the ground running for work. If you come early, like you said, you can prepare and you can just get into work real smoothly. However, not every employee felt this way. With the staggered schedules over the coronavirus period, some people were arriving 3 minutes early, 7 minutes early. And Ottogi, in all their wisdom, decided to create an email listing the top 10 people who failed to arrive 10 minutes early before work. Of course, people were not okay with this. Some people even likened it to defamation. And they were quite angry that their names were called out for being 7 minutes before work, or 5 minutes before work even. However, Ottogi decided to stick to their guns, and they haven't walked back at all. As of when this article was written, I don't know about now. But yeah, that's the whole kit and caboodle and the whole story.
Well, I can understand both sides. I mean, from the company side, they've set a policy. Some people are not adhering to that policy, and they want to enforce it. Fine. But the route of the sort of name and shame route, again, I can see why people might be annoyed at that. A boss should be talking to you personally, privately, about any issues they have with your work, not to everyone in the office. So I can understand both sides.
There's that phrase. It might be in Korean, because I don't think I've heard this personally too much. But 5 minutes early is already 10 minutes late.
Honestly, I've never heard that before. I guess we don't say that in England, but I don't know where it comes from.
Have you ever heard anything similar, though? Like in England, punctuality sort of idioms?
Not really.
They don't need to be punctual over there, huh?
Well, they do. I mean, I think people do value punctuality, but I can't think of a phrase that references it. The early bird gets the worm? Is that close enough?
Might be close enough. I know I was told many times to be 10 minutes early to everything. That was like drilled into me, but I don't think it was a specific phrase. It was just a advice sort of piece of like, hey, 10 minutes early and you'll never have a problem. Yes, I don't know about that.
The funny part of this is that I think whether it's a social thing or a work thing, I am 99% of the time I am early for it because I hate making other people wait for me. But I don't know why, I seem to make friends with people who have no concept of time management and are very comfortable with being consistently 30 minutes to an hour late for social appointments.
That is so good.
So I've learned patience.
I used to have a friend who, when they said, we'll be there on time, they really meant like 30 minutes to an hour late. When they said, we'll be a little bit late, it meant not coming.
It meant not coming. Wow.
Like they just didn't show up. We're like, okay, at least we know. Besides your friends, have you noticed a pattern in any country that has maybe a more laid-back view of punctuality?
I've only been to Southern Europe on vacation, so I guess I can't really speak about their work culture, but being a bit late for sort of social gatherings and things in general does seem more common in Southern Europe. But again, I've only been there for short periods of time on holiday, so.
I think there are a couple cultures that we know of, maybe in Mexico, Spain, that have the siestas in the middle of the day. And I don't know if that would be called like punctuality or anything, but it definitely is a laid-back work culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. But again, I think, that's more like an agreed thing. We're going to have this long break in the middle so we can have a little snooze and everybody hopefully starts and finishes at the same time. So.
Yeah, exactly. You know who's really laid back and probably like definitely gets to everywhere really late? The Germans.
Is that a
Totally
joke?
joking. Germans, you're always on time. Love you guys. Well, with that, let's go ahead and roll our way into the station of vocabulary and study those. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Laid back.
Laid back.
To spare.
To spare.
Staggered.
Staggered.
Defamation.
Defamation.
Malice.
Malice.